I'm just taking it all in. Well, first, I should do, the standard thank yous for everybody. So first, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Before I introduce my best friend, Davis Factor, let me take a minute or two and thank a few people that are here tonight. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all of the honorees tonight. Thank you for all of your support and your efforts and your dedication to ETTA. We greatly appreciate that. I'd also like to thank, more than anyone, Dr. Held and the entire ETTA staff. Particularly, I'd like to point out Mira Feynman, who without her really tireless efforts, this event and many of the things that happen at our organization would never have happened. So, Mira, thank you so much. Dr. Held, thank you so much. I'd also like to take a minute to thank, a personal thank you, to Jackie Lacey, our Deputy District Attorney, who is with us here tonight. Not only has Jackie continued with keeping crime in Los Angeles at the lowest levels in history in her first 2 years in office, but more importantly, she has led the way in the discussion of criminal reform for people with mental illness and has made the argument a topic of national debate. And so for those efforts and for her continued support, I thank you for being here. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, to Davis and everyone else. It's truly amazing to me how when you can get friends together for a common cause, what can happen, particularly when they're your good friends. Whether it's because of joy, obligation, maybe desire, and most importantly, guilt. When good friends work together, great things can happen. And I look around this room and I see so many of my good friends who came here to support, and many of which sit on our board of advisors. I start with Dave Garden, who introduced me to ETTA a few years ago, and who has stood by my side every day, helping fight the fight and work the cause. And I appreciate you and your help, Dave. And then I look around the room and see so many of my other friends who, whether they've dedicated their time, their money, their advice, their expertise, or their support, have really given this organization a chance to elevate itself to another level. And so I want to take a moment and thank all of you for being here and for supporting us and for continuing to do the things you do for us. So thank you. Speaking of friends, I now get to introduce my best friend of 25 years, who is being honored tonight with the ETTA Visionary Award. For those of us who know Davis, this is no surprise. Davis, at least to me, is probably the most kind and generous person I've ever met. And Davis, I feel, continues the legacy of his family, the Factor family, who have helped build our city of Los Angeles through its support and contributions of the Max Factor Family Foundation to institutions in this city, from many of which we use. You know, Cedars-Sinai Hospital, it could be Coven House, it could be UCLA, it could be the LA Free Clinic, or other causes like causes in the Jewish community, whether it be Wilshire Boulevard Temple, whether it be the Jewish Home for the Aged, or the Aging, and most recently, ETTA. So it's no surprise that Davis has continued in that legacy and continues to give his support and his efforts to helping the city of Los Angeles and the Jewish community. So it is my honor, privilege, to introduce the incomparable Mr. Davis Factor III.